Okay, so I think I want to change the name to just targeted attention before the sake of simplicity. Okay, so what you want to do first is to get started with the wheels, or like the lower body, aka the footplate, chassis, wheels, and side rods. So what I want to do first is to get a oval or a circle, and using the blue outline, you basically have to line it up with the wheels. Remove the outline, and then size the wheel exactly to the wheels by pressing shift and then dragging this corner with the mouse, and you should get something like this. You can adjust it however you want. Now to get the color, you make it a new circle. Put in any colors you want. I think I'm gonna go with this one. And basically you size it again by pressing Control Shift and then mouse, and then you size it to the blue line. So see how like the outline of it is like that. I would suggest that you also do the SideRod too. And you can shape it however you like. But for me, I'm gonna do a very simple one. You make sure that you must grab at least most of the detail of the SideRods. And you make sure they are lined up correctly. Okay. Wait, no. For the gray thing, called the wheel flange, just go for a gray color. Okay, once you have that, you group both of them. You group both separate one. And go together. This should be important, because once you got that, you make it you duplicate it, and you line up with the other wheels next to each other. Make sure they're aligned with the red line. And like you see here, do you see this blue handle? That means you're aligning this one with however much space for these two. Once you have that, you ungroup them, and then you grab this rectangle, and you size them. You just size them to the SideRod. Just make sure they're lined up. Let me do it again. Okay, that's much better. You know what? I'm gonna change my mind. I think I want to change the SideRod to be more circular. Great. Okay, make sure you ungroup them. You change the color. It's the same process again. Okay. When you have that, you start grouping all those side rods and the wheels. When you want to do that, now move on to the footplate. Now this footplate is unique because this is from a straight and curve downward. So you need some stuff. First, grab a rectangle. Actually, let me rotate this one a little bit, just so this could line up. This is also important too. It's really easier to line up. Okay. Then just start forming the footplate. Now I'm gonna do it very simplistic. You could have whatever you like. You want to be simplistic like me, go for it. Or if you want to go for a full detail accurate one and looking according to the model, feel free to do that. I'm just doing it because it's easy. Okay. Just make sure to check if they're aligned correctly. Okay. Now here's the one that is tacky. You see, this curve here is shaped very differently. Of course, there's many ways to do it. You use the curve connector and size it however you like. But like for me, I think the best one is using a polyline. So if you see the early steps, I'll show you how to do it. Basically, you just line up by pressing the mouse button, using the other finger, pressing the mouse button for one finger, and using the other finger to drag it. Okay, and it's fine if it doesn't shake away. You can fix it just by double tapping it, and then using the purple circle, you can adjust however the shape you want. And this curve here, I usually use the moon shape because it's curved and it's easier to do it. It's not perfect, but it's fine. Now group all the the footplate shape and color however you like. I also suggest you do the front side too, like this one, because like that's gonna be important later on when you make the shape. Okay, hold on. For the wheels, this is the important part. Depending on how far the wheel is from tracks, you need to size them correctly. Let's say for the gray area, for the gray part, maybe the same size. And then for the middle one, I think the trick that I use is just line up with this one, the blue wheel and the blue wheels. Make sure you got the size right. Actually, let me do the sidebot too. You can shape it however you want. You can either keep it or not keep it. Yeah, you can do whatever you want. Usually for like these just straight line sidebot, I usually make them. When they come to multiple sidebot, like a 10 dimension or any tangent with a bigger sidebot, I don't usually make them because I just don't feel like it. But if in case you want to do it, feel free to do so. Make sure there's a line close onto alignment. Make sure, in case the overall reference is a bit sideways and like not good, you use your alignment, group all these, alignment and center together. Oh, and for this little trick, making a full footplate, in case the colors on it, you can use just make the color as so like this. Okay, I'm gonna do the buffers. Now the buffers vary differently, but I'm gonna use this black one because it's easier. Usually, for the buffers, I usually start with the front view because that's where I usually start. And then like you just make sure you align it. In case, make sure you also keep track on like how it's aligned. Okay, just make sure. Okay. Once I have that, you then start making the actual buffers. Okay. Then you just follow how it will shape and form and how it look like. To make sure that it will end up here on both sides. Okay, then once they have that, you drag the other one to the other side. You can align it however you want. Okay. Final step is the chassis. Now I'm gonna do a very easy one because it looked like easy. So I recommend you probably start with these bronze circle thing. I don't want to call them. You could tell me what it is below, I guess. And in case if I want to make a better measurement, you make the inside circle transparent, line them up. Yeah, I line them up and then resize it, see if it fits. Then I will use the line thickness. Then, yeah. Now remember where you made the bronze circle thing. Now for the entire chassis itself. You can do however you like. For me, I just copy how it mostly look like, minus this thingy or this one. I just do it in a very simple, simplistic. You make sure that you got every part of the chassis. In case the footplate is kind of out of the way, make a smaller one. Okay. Okay. Usually chassis are black, so go for black. Press Control to send it backward. Make sure the line you just use the reference photo. And group them. And now for the front view, just grab whatever is the lowest to the ground. And size it however you like. Size the chassis to mostly the wheel flanges. Oh wait, one more thing. One thing I almost forgot. The step ladder. So what you need to do for Thomas, grab a step, grab a square, and use polyline to shape it. Of course, it can be different depending on what engine or diesel you're making, or rolling stock for that matter. make sure the polyline is the key, mostly the key to modeling. Now it's fine if it's not perfect, but then again, you could reshape it. All right. Now align them together. Then I use usually a darker color to make it more stand out. Okay, and then for the front view, I guess just go over how a shape you think they would fit. I know, I guess it's fine, but not. Actually, if you want to make it more cleaner, the trick is just to make a new square, line up, just make sure it's covered, and then you just try to line up with the outline. Yeah, like that. Now, it won't be noticeable if you put it behind, but like if you want to go for it and just make it look, like easy and like make it more detailed and accurate, then go for it. And once that, you group everything up. Now I would not make the front and side coupling because I don't feel like it. But if you want to do so, it's up to you. But like, if I keep it easy, I must leave it in case anyone wants to insert them on their own from sourcing from anywhere. So that's why I kind of leave them alone. And after that, you group everything up to make it cleaner and probably more easier to make. And yeah, that's part one. That's how you do the footplate inside the lower body.